Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show.
Yo, it's your boy Dilla coming to episode 57. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the spirituality, the devils and gods. Gods and the devils. But starring my co-host.
Suki Hans.
I was coming in, babe. I was going to definitely forget about you, sweetheart. Damn. You was looking at me like give me the death eye. She was about to eat me alive, y'all. But and we also gonna talk about mental issues and stuff like that. Which one you want to talk about? Hey Google, turn the music up 100%.
Well, they definitely both.
Hey Google, turn the music up 100%.
They definitely both like coincide with each other. There's definitely we could talk about mental illness first and then get into the spiritual part of it, or we can kind of like jump back and forth because that's how we do.
Well, I just wanted to really touch on spirituality because I want to talk about Virgin Mary. Was Virgin Mary actually a virgin? Was she actually a whore? Or was she actually a good woman? Remember, she was married.
To be honest, the only thing that I know...
This is for the purple community, because Virgin Mary was married to another man.
Mm-hmm.
And God stole this man's wife, impregnated her with Jesus. So this is the type of God that the Bible is giving you. This is what I'm trying to point. This is the point I'm trying to make. They're trying to sell you a addictive, jealous God. Like I always say to myself, they always say God's jealous, stuff like that. But I always say to myself, why would he be jealous? If he's God, the one true God, he got all the command, all the power, everything, What he needs to be jealous for, you know what I'm saying? If that's his creation anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like if I made something, I'm jealous of somebody. So that right there never makes sense to me. There's no way God could be jealous. But then I thought maybe they saying, he only wants you to praise him and nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like with stories like that, they make it easy for people to convert over to the bad side. Because if you take somebody's wife, why would I want to look up to you anymore? Or why would I want to even befriend you? Why would I want to even... Why would I be cool with you after you just took my wife?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We couldn't be cool no more. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So... So was she raped by God? Because she had no choice?
I don't know. They said she was still a virgin. So she couldn't have been... She couldn't have had it like incest. I mean...
A virgin until God fucked her and gave her Jesus the baby.
I thought Virgin Mary was always a virgin.
But Virgin Mary is the mother of Jesus, sweetheart.
Right.
So how could she still be a virgin?
I thought that God was like, zap the babies in there while she was still a virgin.
Right. Exactly. He impregnated who?
Her. Yeah. I don't think they like do sex.
Think about it, babe. Think about it.
Wow.
Remember I was telling you how the gods came down from earth having sex with humans? Mm-hmm. And God told those angels you can't come back to earth? But what if he was the one? They trying to basically say he's the one
that was
doing it too.
Wow.
Hypocrites.
Well, the Bible definitely is like a big contradiction. I hate it, getting involved in.
That's why I'm talking about it, because it's like, what's true, what's not true. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what we know is the stories, though. Like, why is these stories conjured up?
Right.
It's because something is true to the story, but not all the way.
Not everything.
It's like saying Santa Claus. We know Santa Claus is not real, But we know your
Came from
parents
somewhere.
do buy the gifts for the children and put them under the tree, right?
Yeah.
So we know who Santa, we know who Mr. Claus is, we know who Mrs. Claus is. If kids grow up, obviously in the parents with two parents, you know, but some kids don't grow up like that. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So it's just like all our life, I think the Bible just really been trying to convert you to go to the devil. If you think about it, because Jesus was tortured for days. Moses was tortured for days before he was able to part the sea.
Wow.
Noah's Ark, she had to go, or he or she had to go get every animal's DNA in the world
That's crazy.
and put it on a boat. I mean, she had to get every animal and put it on the boat, which is impossible to do.
Two of every animal, right?
It's impossible to do. So what did they actually do? They took the DNA of every animal. But then it's like, how could you get that close to an animal though to get their DNA? We talking about bears, lions, sharks, all kinds of shit. This one person had to do that?
Don't make sense.
Shit don't make sense, right? There's no way you go in the water. You didn't even have that type of equipment like that. But God is powerful. If God gave you the power to do it, then God gave you the power to do it.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, is God the devil himself, or is God God? Are they the same person?
I'm starting to believe they like the same person or something.
Because it's two sides of people.
Exactly.
If it's two sides of people, like one side you got the good side, you got the bad side, and then you always contradict yourself. You're always at war with yourself. You think God was at war with himself? Because there's no one powerful than him. So he created the devil, which is really himself, to go against himself.
I definitely can see that for sure, because I mean, even God has like a wrath, and people are afraid of God. You hear the saying all the time, like, I ain't afraid of nobody but God. Like, you know what I mean? So I definitely could see that. And
it's like, fear no one but God. Why would you fear God though?
Exactly. It's like,
not fear. Fear is a bad word.
Exactly. So I definitely feel like, and you have to have that balance, like that good and evil. You have to have that in the world to keep it at balance. He never made this world, or she never made this world to be all good or bad.
Yeah,
like,
this is just a theory
that
we coming up with too. We have so many theories too.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all of them, you know what I'm saying, when we get a chance to. But right now we're talking about this theory of I think God and the devil being the same.
Yeah.
Being one. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how life is set up. You know what I mean? How choices has to be made. And just me thinking that God just wanted to wear out the weak because he needed a stronger army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants stronger people. He probably want to start a whole new earth full of good souls, pure souls, souls who never actually sold their soul.
Yeah.
When this world comes to an end.
Right.
What do you think about that? Think this world's coming to an end though?
I could see that, yeah, because I mean, that's what he did in heaven. How all the demons are where they are, and the other angels that went against them went to hell.
No,
So
talking about Virgin Mary. What you think about Virgin Mary though? You think that is a sign of like
being a whore?
Some hypergamy of what we talk about when it comes to women in relationships? Because she was married to a farmer. And God is, of course, the king. He was God. God is God. He or she, God is God. She got pregnant by God.
How though? Like, did he just?
And now the farmer is pissed off.
I I'm not gonna lie. If she just woke up and was pregnant, then I feel like she needed to be trying to figure out how to get it away from her.
That's what it was. It was Jesus' baby. It was God's baby. That's the story that they wrote in the Bible. No, this is the story. I'm saying, this is the story, the real story, the real. That's how it really went. Like,
and she accepted it. Like she knew she was.
Yeah, God got her pregnant. Everybody knew it. Everybody was accepting of it. But that's their story. But my theory is
they lying.
He was pissed off. What man wants you to do something like that to
their wife? She slept. She went out and got pregnant by someone else. Oh, I see what you're saying. It is. That's so sad. It's almost like from the beginning of time. Jesus Christ.
She could have just took it from her.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's God, and it's like boom.
Because they was doing that back then too. Them fucking kings and shit like that.
Angels coming down, just seducing women and all that. That's still rape because
that's fucked up.
He's putting a spell on somebody. They don't know what they really doing.
How you explain that though to your husband?
And now you got a new bloodline of whores and shit like that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, that definitely was some whore shit.
Yeah.
To have happened. Wow.
Hey, come on, bitch. That's not my baby.
That's heavy.
So, this is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
And of all women, you could have picked any woman.
Well, that Bible,
that's
just ridiculous. Why would you even listen to that? That story is crazy. That's what I'm saying. That shit in the Bible. I can't. That's what I'm saying. My God, I don't think he would do that. My God has ways of doing things. My God is always like how I look at my God is like good God. The God knows what he's doing. Everything is perfectly planned out. So everything is perfectly planned out. That's not perfectly planned. That's just a nigga lusting some bitch, fucking a bitch, and a nigga wife. Something that we hear in music, something that we hear all the time.
Wow, look at that.
Consistently. And it's been written even back then. So this is what I'm trying to say. Is it all just a scam? It's all just a scam. The religion is all just a scam. Just to get you to,
Wow.
Go against the real one true God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Bible got some crazy shit in it. That's crazy.
Which makes me believe, which makes you come to like what you say about mental illness and stuff like that. Maybe people that's really retarded is probably not really retarded. Maybe we all retarded. I don't know, shit. Maybe we really the ones that's stupid. But who knows, because the world we living in.
Yeah.
And the shadows and all the lies that they do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, you really gotta have a grip on your own self. You really gotta pay attention to the things that you've been told, including the Bible, the Quran, whatever you read, whatever you do. Because, at this point, they are morphing you guys into what they want you to be, making you guys believe what they want you to believe. You have to seek your own knowledge and figure out things for yourself. Question everything. What do you mean she just like a spontaneous combustion or something? She just poof have a baby.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh, it's okay because it's God. Wow, look at that.
That's a bad thing.
Oh my God.
What if she didn't even want, and she couldn't get an abortion? No
back
abortion
in those days.
So it's what if she's I didn't even want the baby. I was forced to do this, but she could have. So it's two ways, she could have been a whore or do the night, or she could have been forced to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, to me, it sounds like forced to me because even if God didn't physically have sex with her, but spiritually had sex with her, he put the baby in there. You know what I mean? Regardless how you look at it.
Yeah.
He put the baby in that sperm.
That was his baby. Yeah.
That's his sperm cells that he created to give to her from him. So that's his nut. So
yeah.
Either way you look at it, it's disgusting. So I'm like, for a man to hear his wife is pregnant by another, being. That's
happening.
Yeah. So it's a deep shit. But if you look at that, you know what I mean, in the Bible, this is what they promote. That it's always just been of infidelity. Fidelity. What's that the right word? It's infidelity in relationships.
From the beginning of time. Too much paper.
I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably just choking. But yeah, it's always from the beginning of time been infidelity. You know what I mean? In a relationship. So This is why I say never 100% trust on nobody, because you don't know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and Suki are partners, I trust her, but I still have to watch her. She just like she still has to watch me, because we are partners, and we know the world we live in is full of temptations and devils and demons. You know what I mean? So it's not like we don't really trust each other, but we have to watch each other's back. You know, making sure that we good. You know, because just the other day I walked into some shit. You know what I mean? You know, and the week before that, my wife walked into some shit. You know what I mean? And it's just a bunch of just weird shit.
Weird shit, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
So
The devil's so bad.
yeah, you gotta be careful. You know. So what you gotta say about that, man?
Definitely, the devil is bad, and I say the devil meaning negative energy, meaning negative thoughts, just anything that is not of love, peace, harmony, and just you know what I mean. Like it's not right. Let me tell you, it will sneak up on you, and a thought it will sneak up on you.
Yeah, check your perception.
Yeah, for sure. Your perception, definitely.
Shit, babe.
But I say that just to say.
You gonna clean it up?
Of course.
Well, anyway, yeah. Sorry, y'all. So we bring it to our next topic of the day: mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Mental illness is a real topic. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out here that's mentally just retarded. You know what I mean? You see all the shooting, all the killings that's happening, all the people that's just getting thrown on the train tracks, old ladies getting robbed, this dude robbed. This nigga really is retarded because he robbed a 6-year-old boy.
Oh my god.
And his dad. I mean, that's just retarded because you put the gun to a 6-year-old boy and only walked away with $3 or something like that.
Horrible.
I was like, what kind of
demons? They all demons. They singing it in the songs that everybody be bopping to. I don't mean to say we not talking about spirituality, but I'm just saying, like, dang.
Yeah, there's a lot of
like that's a very thin line. Mental illness and
something in the air, man.
Exactly.
It's a frequency, you know what I mean? The hurts that's in the air, all that frequency shit, you know what I mean? It's changing people's minds, changing perceptions for real, man. This is what I always tell you too, man. You gotta think, you know, before you speak, because sometimes your mind can alter, you know.
Yeah.
And it gets, you know, it just gets fried, you know, because all the frequencies that's in the air, you know. That's why sometimes we get angry. You know, you find yourself getting angry at your partner for no reason, or you find yourself, you know, waking up in a different kind of mood. Sometimes it don't be you, or sometimes it don't really be, you know, your partner. I should say it's not your partner or anything that they did to you. It's just the frequency that you woke up into.
Right.
And change your whole mind, change your whole perception, change everything that you thinking, change everything that you feeling.
Yeah. The
food that you eating, the music that you listening to, the weed that you smoking, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? The virus that they got right now in the air. Everything is changing your frequency. You know what I mean? This war, the killings, everything is changing your frequency. You know what I'm saying? The shooting it's a mass shooting every day right now. There's a fucking mass shooting happening every day right now.
That's scary.
They turned up the button. I mean, they looked at it so 76% all over America. But that's just they numbers. You know, the media showing you it's way higher than that.
Yeah.
Or they may be lying. It may be way lower than that, and they probably just doing that to scare you. I got to do some research. Yeah, create fear. Exactly. I got to do some real research. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they're supposed to really do that thing with the Buffalo. When the black people got shot, they ignored that shit. You see how they ignored that shit? And now they talking about killing it, this, that. All of a sudden, the school got shot with the kids. The next day, they just straight ignored that shit because they knew they didn't want to pay black people reparations.
Wow.
That was the perfect lead to play black people right there. If that would have just happened, the Buffalo thing, man, it'd have been so much shit black people, you know what I mean, would have got over that, you know what I mean, because they'd been like, look, it's still racist, it's proven, you know what I mean, y'all doing crazy shit. But right after that, you see, it's always something, you know what I mean, especially when the Black Lives Matter, that's what they fucked that up. When George Floyd got, you know, killed and all that weird shit that was happening, they came in marching and playing games, you know what I'm saying, trying to look good on social media. So that killed the whole reparation for black people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just you got these people playing Instagram games, playing model games and shit like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So no, dead serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They was posing on camera. They was doing weird shit. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, oh shit, getting locked up, taking pictures, posing with police. And I'm like, oh shit, this is Black Lives Matter niggas doing this shit, and they getting millions of dollars. You know, it's been on the news that they getting checked behind that. You know, like what they doing with all that money, while a lot of these victims wasn't getting paid out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, for their children and their loved ones getting killed behind this
Wow.
police hatred, or black people just getting killed. Period. But now with the Buffalo incident happening, it would have definitely skyrocketed that shit. You know what I mean? So they had to turn up. You know what I mean? I knew that was gonna happen. You know, right?
So
I don't think I
sad.
knew it was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be uplifting for the black people, but you know, once
They
that
didn't even let
mass
that
shooting
happen.
happened, once the other mass shooting, I already knew I was over. They
You
gonna
said that, yeah.
forget about the black
They had the
people.
kids, yep.
Because then they had another mass shooting in a church and another mass shooting in a school. Like, they just had too many mass shootings. You know what I'm saying? All over. It's just too much, man. It's just too much. A lot of shit happening. People shooting up churches. People shooting up the mall. There was just too much shit going down. You know, the train station slashings and everything. It's not safe outside. You know what I mean? You know, it's not safe for your girl. You know what I mean? That's why, in a relationship, you know, keep your girl safe as possible. Keep your women safe. Keep your children safe. You know what I mean? Work hard. But you gotta be safe too, because you gotta go outside and put the work in. So you gotta remember that you gotta be safe too. That, you know, shit, you could get taken away. You know what I mean? So, you know, you could take care of somebody. You know, but as soon as that person is gone, you can't take care of their family no more.
Yeah.
And they gotta get in the street and do what they gotta do, which could lead them to get killed again. So this is a slippery slope we living in. It's called a conundrum. It's really hard to deal with. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Yeah, protect your family though. Play security, definitely, always. And look out for this mental illnesses and triggers and, you know, stuff that could really spark your partner. Like I said, sometimes this mental illness shit don't really come from your partner, or sometimes, you know, it could just really come from the frequencies in the air. You know what I'm saying? Just switching your whole mood up. You know?
Yeah, and even if that happens, I really believe that love conquers all, you guys. So just pay attention to your partner, learn their triggers. You know what I mean? You gotta recognize what are the things that you say or do that can make them feel awkward. If it's something that you could possibly work on with them to make them better, do that. But if it's something where you're just like, okay, this is just how they are, and I just have to move this way because that's just how they think, that's the type of time they're on, period, that's different. Then you just have to move that way. Definitely make sure you have good, healthy confrontation when you see your partner in that state of mind. Don't be afraid to confront them, but don't do it in a threatening, in a, you know, crazy kind of manner. Be very soft, very loving, very affectionate. Just let them know, like, you know, you're there with them, you see what's happening, and try to help bring them out of that space. For sure, make sure your partner is super, like, comfortable with you, just so you could, you know, ensure that, you know, your partner, you know, feels safe and you can stay safe in a situation. You know,
Absolutely.
definitely make sure there's plenty of understanding
Man, got to, man.
in the situation. Communication. I literally cannot say that enough. I talk too much, so of course I'm gonna say it 3 times.
That's what I was about to say. Women, try to hold your tongue. Women, just try your best to hold your tongue. Your tongue is your best weapon. Okay? So, and it's sad to say, you know, it shouldn't be your only weapon, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a weapon. Your tongue is, you know, a tongue, but using it as a weapon is just retarded, you know what I mean? It's just a backwards thing. It's a backwards thing, you know what I mean? It's your relationship. Then you wonder why, because it's not like you doing it and then, you know, you got to point to it afterwards. Your relationship just goes bad, and then you wonder why it's going bad. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just make sure you just keep your mouth shut. Not all the time, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, just try not to bring up dumb shit. You know what I mean? Petty little shit. You know what I mean? Just to start an argument. You know what I mean? But you know, it goes back to my show. I forgot what show it was, episode was, but chaos. You know, that's just how it is. It's the number one thing. Women love chaos, so. You know, but I'm just saying, stop the game, stop the bullshit, stop the chaos. You know, I'm trying to promote it. Hopefully, somebody get out there and, you know, they'll hear this and be like, yeah, you're right, I need to stop doing this shit.
Yeah. Definitely stop the games. If you're with someone that you're with and you know, y'all, this is it, this is who you're with, you about to marry this person, stop games. There's nothing that you shouldn't be able to say to this person. Do to this person. Stop the games.
Sure you heard my last show, Bill. Ready?
What? We not going there on
Okay,
air.
But you heard my last show. You're not going there? Okay. But yeah, mental illness is definitely a big thing. Yeah, stops you from doing a lot of things. But I guess we're gonna end off the show right here though. Okay, sweetheart. We'll come back to another one when we get it together. Yeah, because I feel like this one is ended out.
Really, we have a couple of things we still got.
Yeah, no, we could break it down though. We're gonna end it out. I want to be a little. This is probably like 15 minutes. All right, peace.